Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates and Vodacom have had a relationship spanning over the last 13 years. And today, at the top of Landlord's building, in the heart of Braamfontein, they extended the contract for another 5 years, estimated at a worth of R1 billion.
Kaizer Chiefs versus Orlando Pirates is the only program on television bigger than the 7 o'clock news. This is notwithstanding the 90,000 strong supporters cheering in Soccer City. The rivalry in the pitch of play is, however, unparalleled. Victory over one another has never been sweeter. I have held hands with the chairman of Kaizer Chiefs, Mr. Kaizer Mutau, to demonstrate to our people in KZN that their political rivalry did not have to turn violent. This was again achieved through our partnership with Vodacom through the Vodacom Challenge. Today, friends supporting Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs sit side by side, praying to the same God to give their team added strength to beat the other. After the game, they return home using the same mode of transport, again sitting side by side. The difference in 2011 and 2012 has been that Orlando Pirates supporters have been happier as they returned back home. On a lighter note, our skull and crossbones are not only for show. They give us prophetic soothsaying powers that enable us to foresee the future. We infuse red into our black and white that was so powerful it compelled Vodacom to switch to the red dominant Vodafone colors. We therefore promise you an action-packed 5 years that can only be achieved by powerful brands that are leaders in their respective fields working in concert. I thank you.
It really gives me great pleasure to be part of this auspicious event this morning. The occasion is typical of couples that celebrate their anniversary by renewing their marital vows. Perhaps one of the most fulfilling chapters in the life of mankind. The difference between this occasion and the exchanging of vows between two people is that there are 3 partners of Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates, and Vodacom, whose union has survived years of bliss and challenges. In the words of Rosabeth Morse-Kenter, I quote, "People who believe they will win are more likely to put in the effort to ensure victory. Their halo effect makes it easier to attract the best talent and the investments to perpetuate victory," unquote. 13 years ago, in some manicured room, executive representatives of Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates, Vodacom, assembled brains, thought, and vision to weave an elaborate tapestry of business that remains by far the most endearing of corporate marriages in the history of South African football.